Yo, everyone. Hopefully the audio is all right. Welcome back to another video. This is Real Talk. I don't even know at this point. What, 19? Real Talk 19 or 20. And you'll see by the title of this video, you'll already know what it's about. But I have no script, no nothing. I literally just thought of this idea before I came out to ride my bike. And I was like, I'm gonna record. So this video is going to be about how simple it really is to improve your life through gratitude and thankfulness. And I just want to jump straight into just using my life as an example of it. So if you watched my last video, it was kind of like an update of what's been going on recently. Well, I haven't been posting that much, and it's just been a lot going on, and I haven't been motivated at all to post anything online. I just haven't been feeling the best about what I've been doing and my discipline, stuff like that. Whatever. Literally a couple of days ago, probably around a week at this point, and I've done this before, but I fell out of it, and then that's kind of where I spiraled down a little bit. But I've been listening to a bit of just podcasts, stuff like that, and reading a lot in my Bible and really trying to understand, grace and just God and connecting with Him better and having a better relationship. And I was like, a couple of days ago, I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm deciding to just forever, and this is just, I'm just deciding to be grateful. No longer will I be unhappy about the things that are in my life or the situation that I'm in. And I'm just going to start being grateful, man. I'm just going to open up and be thankful for the tiniest things. And ever since doing that, well, a couple of days ago, my life has just drastically gotten so much better. Things in my family have just gotten a little bit better. And man, it really comes down to just because you're going to have negative thoughts, correct? I still have negative thoughts. Those thoughts still creep into my mind. You can't do it, things like that. But when it comes to positive thinking, when it comes to gratitude, it's not, I can't think negative. Don't think that you just can't think negatively, because you're going to. It's more about more often, excuse me, it's about more often being grateful for things rather than looking for the negatives in everything. That's really what has just changed me so much, or just changed my life so much recently, is more often just thanking mainly God. If you don't believe in Christ, or whatever religion or whatever you're in, this applies to anybody. But just being more thankful more often for the things that I have, it's just drastically changed the way that I think about everything. You know, and the more that you do it, the more that you just are thankful for things, the less that negative things have an impact on you. Now I find myself, when something negative does come up, I don't find myself just letting it control me and encase me in this negative bubble. So yeah, that's just how I've been doing things recently. Just being grateful more often than not, rather than just being negative. Um, Another thing about just gratitude and being thankful is you've got to realize that everybody obviously has the cards that they've been dealt, right? Everybody has a situation that they cannot get, that nobody else has been given. Everybody has their own situation. Realize that nobody else has your situation, but you probably have nobody else's exact situation. So you have to find what you can be grateful for. And that's what I had to do. I had to find, okay, well, I don't live in a, like suburb area, and I would have all these other things I could be grateful for. In my mind, it was like, I'm born in, live in this tiny town. I have nothing. There's nothing here. There's no opportunity. There's nothing. And that kept me at such a low point for so long because I wasn't thinking about just me. I wasn't focused on me. I was focused on what everybody else's situation was. And not even what everybody else's situation was, but everybody's situation that seemed better than mine. So that's something that we tend to do is we look at other people's situations, but we'll only look through a field of view to the people that seem like they have a better situation than us. We're not looking at the kids in Africa that don't have food, or Indonesia or wherever. I don't know. But whenever you start to think about those people, well then the life that you're living is wonderful. There's nothing wrong with the life that you're living. And that's the lens, that's the perspective change that I had to have. That's the lens that I had to look through was, okay, stop worrying about everybody else. What can I be grateful for in this moment? Well, you're alive, you're awake, you're breathing. Those are all things to be grateful for. And it really just comes down to being zoned in on your situation, on what you're going through, and finding positive things in what you're going through, man. Like, I guarantee I guarantee there is something in your day that is positive. And you have to learn how to let that one positive thing just throw you forward. You have to let it boost your emotional state. And this takes time. Like, the reason I was able to just like it changed my life really quickly in like the last week. And I mean, it can change for you too. Like, you can completely change your life around just by being more thankful for everything that you have, thinking more positively, having more positive self-talk. Positive self-talk is another thing that is key when it comes to just living a better life. I completely just lost train of thought. But you just have to, it takes time, it takes practice. And I've done it in the past. So I know how to sort of have those mental switches and tell myself, I know how to make myself believe certain things. That's what it is. You have to make yourself believe that everything's great. Everything is going to be okay. And sometimes things aren't great, and sometimes things are not going to be okay. But it's about that I don't want to say mental manipulation, but sort of mental manipulation that you can have with yourself of, okay, you know what? Even though things are bad, even though things are not that great right now, I'm alive. I have been given opportunities that other people may not have had. I have had a glass of water today. Somebody else probably can't even drink clean water. So, I mean, you can. I could just come on here and be like, guys, my life is so bad right now. I mean, I broke up with my girlfriend after a year long great relationship. Nothing was wrong. I could come on here and say I'm 18. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a car. I don't have my driver's license. The chances of me getting out of this town are very slim. Like, I could just come and think all of those things throughout my day, and all it would do for me is nothing. But I could also be like, I'm alive. I I have family that's supportive of what I'm doing. I have a social media where, I have people that are actually supporting me. I have life. I have, a loving God that is with me all the time. And whenever you start thinking in those terms of the positive things, you start viewing the world differently. You start looking at things in looking at the beauty inside of each and every day. And that's what it is. It's when you can really pull out the beauty in each and every day that you live, to where life is just so much more calming and things feel so much better. And that's the point that I'm kind of at right now, of just like, I feel a lot more peace, a lot more harmony in my life. It's not about balance, it's about harmony in life. And that's the point I'm at right now. Like I went from really, really struggling, and I have been struggling recently too as well. But after just, talking to myself about it, just sitting in the emotion of what I was feeling, and just so y'all get an idea of what I have been feeling, is my environment. My environment has been destroying me. My environment has been killing me recently. Just being here in this town of nothingness, just in my house constantly, there's no view, there's no nothing. There's so much of nothing that it's just draining. There's so much of nothing to look forward to in each and every day, other than me trying to get better in an environment that's draining me and dragging me down. Well, it's like I can't even look forward to getting better because there's going to be so much temptation, and I just didn't feel confident in overcoming that temptation. So it's just been a constant battle of just crap. But after just being more thankful, thanking God for everything, and staying in my Bible more, praying more, and connecting with God more, what are you going to do? Like, I'm working to get out of this situation, and I know that I will. And these videos are going to be a testament? I don't think that's the word. But these videos are going to be proof that you can get out of your situation, and that no matter what you're going through, as long as you stay positive, as long as you reaffirm to yourself that you can do it and that things will get better, that they will. I want to stay on the topic of gratitude and just everything like that. Don't want to veer too off track, but yeah, I didn't have much planned to talk about in this video. Really, that just gratitude, man. Like, you've got to be thankful for everything that you have, bro, because it will change your life. I guarantee it. Whenever you just let loose of life, loosen up your grip on life, and just be thankful. Like, stop worrying about all the negative things going on. Focus on what's good. You're awake, you're alive, you're well, you can walk, you're watching this video, which means you have eyesight, you're listening to it, which means you have ears, which means you have hearing. There's people that don't have hearing. There are people that are blind. There are people that are blind and don't have hearing, probably. I'm sure there's somebody out there. There are people who can't walk. People who have no limbs. Like, bro, you are so blessed. You have no idea. Like, really, really. And once you can really get a grasp of that and have that in your mind constantly, because I have these positive things now throughout my mind constantly, and it makes you feel so much better, bro. Like, I can't explain. You just have to do it for yourself to understand. Like, I was in such despair literally just last, like, week and a half ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. Such despair, such agony, I guess, and just feeling horrible, man. And things are just so much better. Like, things are just so much better now that I'm just so much more thankful for everything. But it's hard to just be thankful. It is. It's very, very hard, and it's difficult, and sometimes it just sucks, bro. Like sometimes the last thing you want to do in a negative situation is be like, well, at least I'm alive, or at least I'm not dead, right? Sometimes you don't want to do that, but if you do, it will train your mind to really just do it. Like, just do it once. Like, one time in a negative situation, think of a positive. Like, one time, if you just let's say, okay, let me give an example. Let's say you're a kid my age. Let's say you just got declined to a college that you really wanted to go to. You're in a negative space, nobody's accepting you. One time, if you just think, well, at least I've been provided the opportunity to go to high school and apply for colleges, Like, sure, it sucks a lot that I didn't get accepted, but at least I was able to go to a high school, get, my high school diploma and apply for colleges. That can change your entire perspective on just the entire experience. And then you do it once, and then if you man up and just do it one more time, bro, just one more time. And then it's like, okay, you feel a little bit better that next time you do it. And then one more, and one more, and one more. And that's what I did. Just rep after rep after rep. That's everything in life. Everything in life comes down to the reps that you do. Same with gratitude, same with mental practices, same with physical practices. You just have to do it a lot. And the more you do it, the thing about this gratitude is, like, the more you do it, the way better life gets. Like your life meter, I don't know how to put this, but your life meter, like, let's say this is depressed and this is really happy. Well, not even that. It's just, it multiplies. Like, every time you do it, each day that it gets better, you just feel 2 times better, and then 4 times better, and then 8 times better, and then 64 times better, and then whatever 64 times 64 is. Or no, I messed up the multiplication, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I hope this video, I prayed right before this video that God just helped me say the right things. I kind of just rambled a little bit about what I'm going through and stuff like that, but I'm still getting used. I'm getting used to making these sort of videos again, since I haven't done them in a while. So I'm just easing into it. The more I do it, the better I'm gonna get. Watch, you'll see. And yeah, man, just be thankful. I'm thankful for you watching. I'm thankful that God has put you in this position to be able to watch this video. I'm not gonna ask for a like or a comment or anything. I don't care about that. I just make these videos for me, my story, and anybody who wants to take the little bit of value that I provide to heart. Yeah, man. One day we're gonna look back on these videos and laugh and be like, "Wow, that's where we were," right? But yeah. So hope y'all enjoyed the video a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if anybody's ever made it to the absolute end of a video. If you did make it to the end of the video, thank you. Hope you have a blessed day. Yeah, tune in for more. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm not asking for a subscription, but yeah, man. Thank you so much for being a great guy or female if you're a female, and have a great day.